just hatchlings or birthlings, maybe. Um, changelings, maybe. I don't know. We just got this dead baby. We turned into a I don't know what it was called. But we turned a bad ghost or a bad baby, a bad dead baby, into a friendly dead baby ghost. And then the friendly dead baby ghost led me to where Bear and family fled to because they ran away because Baron was a abusive jerk and he kept hitting them, and so they left. And so we tracked them down to this house and we found out that they left from that house. So now we're gonna go talk to the Baron. Like nighttime is the best time to go like hunting for. Annoyingly, it seems like every monster needs to be summoned at 12, which is kind of dumb. The sound in this game is weird.
This downpour's a bastard, it is.
I don't object to your white malt.
Remember me?
Stable hand pulled you out of the fire.
We'll never forget that. Here, I'm grateful.
You just give me?
Think your two swords could take on 40? Time to water the horses.
Witcher, a word, please.
Believe we've not had the pleasure. They call me the Sergeant. Left over from my army days, you understand. When me and Philip, meaning the Baron, served under a Temerian banner. Wanted to ask you about something.
What is it?
That night when the Baron ordered everyone to lock their doors, stay inside. What did you and the Baron do?
Gotta ask the Baron about that. Speaking of which, know where he is?
Garden. Spends a lot of time sitting there of late.
Drunk.
No. Don't drink, don't eat. Just sits.
I don't know, dude. I'm tripping out. My car company says that it shows that I paid on the 2nd. I paid all the way. Like, I'm good until May. But it showed it was taken out of my account. Yeah, that's what she said. Just call your bank. Because it's a stupid pay card. But I haven't had, I paid on the same card so far every month that I did it. So the last 3 payments came off of that same debit card. You know what I mean? And it hasn't done that before. So I don't know. She didn't say like, I was looking at my account and she said, well, we don't see anything on our end. You know what I mean? And she's like, we haven't gotten anything.
There you are.
See the hollyhock there? The violet blooms. Brought the plants here from Nazaire. Anna had read some story. Insisted on having them. Spent hours tending to them, trimming, pruning. She was so content at that. And them, the frilly ones, called birds of paradise in Zerrikania. But Tamara called them dragons of paradise. She adored them. Damn shame I'll never learn which blooms would please Daya most. Though it's good to know her spirit's free.
Your loss. It must hurt. Bad. But there wasn't anything we could do.
No. Not now. Not anymore. It was too late. That was clear. Should have acted earlier. Taken them all from this damned felon. In this hole. This reesty mire. Nothing could go right here.
Got some information about your family.
You've learned something? Well, let's go inside. It's a bit chilly out. Any
Your daughter's in Oxenfurt.
What the blazes? She all right? In good health? Safe? Why haven't you brought her back?
Never offered to do that.
How do you know she's safe? You see her at least?
No, but I talked to the man who helped her escape and then took her in. Tamara is safe and sound. From what I gathered, she has no desire to see you again, no intention to return.
I shan't trust some peasant dolt. I shan't trust whoever it is helped her. I need to know for certain she's safe. Go to her. You must be sure. See her yourself. I shan't believe anyone else.
That much I can do.
I'm grateful. Take this, call it enticement, and this might prove useful.
What is it?
A letter of safe conduct. Ever since the Redanians took hold of the Pontard Delta, they made it damned hard to get to Novigrad without one. Very well. You were to find them both. What of Anna? Learned anything?
Nothing yet, but I'm on her trail.
Well, what are you waiting for?
For you to tell me about Ciri, like we agreed.
Fine. A word once given. When Ciri was on the mend, we took her out on a hunt. Thought a bit of galloping would warm up her limbs, gone stiff from so much bed rest. That lass of yours, pure luck in the flesh. To hunt down a wild boar that size, why, worthy of one of King Foltest's feasts, were he still among the living. Sherry, come! Our haunt should be yours as I see it.
Oh, you done well, lass.
Not bad. Not bad at all. But who goes boar hunting with a sword?
No bow at hand, no spear. My sword was all I had.
Well, you brandished it beautifully. Where'd they teach you that, anyway?
A little here, a little there.
Not surprising, given you wander the world alone.
Not alone no more. She's in the company now.
That's right. You're a member of the company. We're drinking together, killed a wild boar as a pack, you might say. But we've no notion how you arrived here. A woman in a man's garb, razor on her back. Who exactly are you? You a mercenary?
I just travel a lot. And I don't always happen upon such good and civil company.
Ah, gift of the gab she's got. Here's to good company.
This I like. Drinks like a lad, knows her sword work, kills a boar as if it were a piglet. A she-wolf, if ever I've seen one.
All right, all right. A woman could swing a sword. I've knowed one. But never seen a lady mount anything but a cock proper. All tipsy on horseback. Nothing strange on account they bloody mount them sideways.
Perhaps you'd care to wager?
Think you can outrun me on an horse? Naturally. What's the stake?
Black mare. The one in the stable.
Oh, that won't do it all.
What happened? You get the jitters?
No.
No.
So why not?
The horse is mine.
To race the Baron himself. I'd consider it an honor.
Oh, that'd be a sight to behold.
Would it ever?
Done. But if I win, I take your sword.
Agreed.
I'd not drink any more this night. You'll want your head about you. We start at daybreak.
I'ma fucking get this fucking bear's horse.
Day dawns.
Ready?
As ever. First one to the tower.
Man chop! Come on, Siri, don't you embarrass us!
Your sword is mine!
That'll be the day.
Kick it! Want that horse, don't ya?
Had one just like it.
Your sword is mine!
That'll be the day.
Come on, lass! Want that horse, don't ya?
Had one just like it.
You're wind, not woman. Worthy of the best horse. The mare is yours.
Thank you.
What?
Another chance to win.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh, Spaghetti-O. Did you have one to lose? You. A mind.
She screamed, woman. In an instant, all had forgotten the wager. Every man ran to save his skin, even were it to break his neck.
And they make it?
Some,
That's okay.
aye. Others were not so fortunate. But what happened then? I must say, Witcher, seen a lot, but nothing like this. Never.
Uh-oh. I know that look.
You're a fast learner. You'll know the rest once you find my wife.
Working on it.
And making piss-poor progress.
They split up. Hadn't considered that possibility before. But don't worry. I'll find Anna too. Ever play Gwent?
I do. And what's more, I usually win. If you've a deck, sit down. Outplay me, and I'll give you one of my unique cards. How's that for enticement?
Let's lay him down.
Gwent is an ancient dwarven card game that simulates the clash of two armies in battle. The players are generals, and the cards are their forces. You go first. Start in hand. To begin, draw 10 cards. This will be your hand for the rest of the match. You will not draw any more cards, so use them wisely. This is a unit card. The number in the upper left corner indicates strength. When placed on the battlefield, this value is added to the total strength of the player who places it. Unit combat row. This is the unit combat row icon. This icon indicates the row on the battlefield where the card can be placed. Choose combat, ranged combat, or siege combat. Unit card special ability. The unit card has special abilities. The Kiwa something blah blah siege expert special ability is called Morale Boost, which gains 1+ strength to all units in the same row. Weather cards. Weather cards are a type of special cards. They reduce strength of all cards of a given type or on the battlefield, including your own. Weather or cold is for the close combat. The weird moon thingy is for the range, and then the weird water blood looking thing is for the siege. At the start of each game, you can select up to 2 cards to discard and redraw, but let's skip that for now and go straight to playing. Round start. Battlefield. Here is the battlefield. This is your side. This is your opponent's side. During each turn, a player may place 1 card on the battlefield or pass. Each deck has a leader. The leader grants you a special ability which can be used, which can be used only once during a battle. Trigger the special ability at any point by pressing square. Press X to select the card in your hand. Press again to play it on the battlefield. Your turn. The number of strength on the left by your icon shows the current total strength of all units. The number of the strength on the right shows total strength for that row. Both values are updated when a card is played at the end of a round. The player at the highest total strength wins. During your turn, you can pass by holding down triangle Once you pass, you cannot play any more cards during that round. Your opponent can continue playing cards until he or she passes as well. You should pass when you are confident you can win with the units you have in play, or to let your opponent win to save your cards for the next round. A round ends when both players have passed. The players then compare total strength of units to determine the winner. All cards of the card of both players' total strength reaches to 0. Well, that's not fucking fair. How did you do that? You're still losing, bitch. I win, you lose. I think he should have cards. How does he still have cards?
You're not complete shite, but you really should work on your technique. Stop by again sometime, we'll play another.
God, he cops to me.
Wait, Witcher! When you find my daughter, you give her this.
Ragdoll.
Me and Brianna were Raggedy Ann and Andy for Halloween once, Ellie. These guys should ragdoll.
I say, he grabbed him by the throat and bam!
They're sitting
Right in the
around
chop,
scratching their
right in the
arses.
chop, see? Bollocks.
Ooh. You.
Yeah.
Fancy a cattle stockpile.
Show me what you got. See ya.
Let's drink for it's nearly night. Ever heard of preventive arse whooping?
That's it, Roach.
That's far. I'm going there right now. Yeah.
got their asses whipped like a Novigrad whore.
You surprised? I tried to dance with a witcher.
Come on, come closer. Ghoul nest. Ought to just destroy it. Come on. That stench.
Miss, I was a wheezing, won't rise from the barn floor. Pus streams from her snout.
Do I look like a dairymaid to you?
No, miss, but you know things. 'Tis our last cry. None other left in the village.
Rest died of hunger, or soldiers let him off. Oh, we're as good as dead without her.
I shall give you herbs. Mix them with water drawn from the spring at midnight, then make the cow drink them. But first, you must clean out your barn thoroughly. Is that clear?
Thank you, miss. 1,000 thanks.
Enough. I've had my fill for the day. Go home.
She's in a foul mood. We'd best come back on the morrow.
Watch what you say. She's quick to ire, apt to take revenge.
She's in a foul mood. Oh, she is in a foul mood, she is. Yes, yes, she is in a foul mood.
Ordinary ointment. Nothing special.
She's in a super foul mood, isn't she? Oh, yes. Yes, she is. She's in the foulest of moods, she is. Oh.
Now, where's she run off to? Managed to amass quite a book collection.
The foulest of moods, yes. Yes! Foul mood! Foul mood indeed! She's in the foulest of moods. Oh, foul mood. Oh. Bad omens, foul mood. Witches are brewing. She went in this trapdoor, she did. She'll come down here. No more food for you. No more food for you.
One more candle. Powerful aura. Must be some artifact or... So this is where she disappeared to.
Gamey. Going. Fun.
Well, well. Nice.
I was wondering how long it would take you, Geralt. I'm upstairs. Don't be shy.
Huh?
Animals don't give a fuck.
Right.
They're like, those lights, we see those every day. You're gonna have to do something else to impress me. They just don't care.
Right? They're just like fucking magicians.
That's what they, you gotta do something else to impress me. Hit my heart rate.
At least they're not like sticky.
No, I mean if you vacuum them up, they're
Witcher.
gonna be pretty good. Like friend cats used to have like big ass dudes, like this big.
Damn it! I'm gonna fucking this fucking video is gonna get
Missed a
fucking.
spot.
Yeah.
Where? Hope you didn't come to Gore.
No. To talk.
Turn around and wait.
Kira Metz, deep in the heart of Velen. Thought you hated the countryside.
I can assure you I do. Now more than ever.
Heard a witch lived out here. Never would have guessed it was King Foltest's former advisor.
I'm so pleased the world's still able to astound you, Geralt. I actually envy you that sense of wonder. Common in children, knights errant, and morons.
Someone's grown irritable. Is that any way to greet an old friend?
I believe I greeted you with a pleasant view. Now tell me what brings you here.
Any news of your sisters from the lodge?
None. We can't know too much about one another these days. It's safer that way.
Even tried to contact one another?
I've wanted to many times. But I've no way of knowing who would answer, or who might be listening.
The titties are all fucking bouncy.
So, bet you saw this question coming. What are you doing here?
Let me think. Enjoying the country air? Admiring the unspoilt scenery? Or is it furthering the age-old alliance between the city and its breadbasket? No. I'm in hiding, Geralt. Blind to the state of the world? Don't you see what's happening?
Mean the persecution mages now face?
Yes, that's exactly what I mean. Radovid's new pastime. Pursuing anyone with a whiff of magic about them. Witch hunters. Sound familiar? Murderers scouring the north from end to end. Burning books, hanging soothsayers, torturing herbalists.
Torturing herbalists. Oh.
Changing the subject. I'm looking for a certain young woman.
Oh, really? Who?
I'm looking for Ciri. That Ciri. And no one can know, understand?
Cirilla is here. The girl once sought by the Lodge of Sorceresses, and practically every ruler on the continent has landed here in Velen, and I know nothing of it. What is she doing here?
Indications are she's hiding from someone. I heard she quarreled with a witch, but if you don't know anything, sure you haven't seen her?
I'm certain I haven't. But recently someone asked me about an ashen-haired woman. He claimed she would stand out from the peasant crowd.
Who was it?
Not so fast, Geralt. No humble plea, no offering for the witch.
What's your rate these days? A couple dozen eggs? 3 hens, maybe?
My rate rises with every word you speak. I'm not sure you can afford the information anymore.
You're pricklier than I remembered. Isn't living in nature's lap supposed to be cleansing, calming?
Nature stinks. Oh, sod it, don't give me that look. I know it's Ciri we're talking about. It was an elf, this individual who asked about Cirilla. No flea-bitten Scoia'tael slob either, but an elven mage.
He say what his name was?
He didn't. And he wore a mask. Very secretive all around, but I liked him. He was intelligent and composed.
He say what he wanted with Ciri?
Only that they were to meet in Velen. He wished to know if she'd arrived before he did.
You leave any message for her?
No, but he asked that were I to meet her, I should lead her to him.
So you know where to find him?
Yes, he said he'd found a hideout in some elven ruins near the village of Midcopse. I'll go there with you.
Why? Think I'll have trouble finding this place?
I've unfinished business with this elf. He promised me something, but he never delivered it. Besides, I know you think as I do, that she might be there. And I'd like to see Cirilla too.
Let's go then.
Yes, let's.
Been here before?
No. I was hoping the elf would return as he'd promised, or else his waif would appear. At any rate, I've no idea what to expect from this place.
Well, let's find out.
Come on! Gavella Glan.
The Wild Hunt.
What? Phantom Riders? That means... I thought they didn't exist.
Feast your eyes on the non-existent, then. Got a navigator with them.
What?
Can you teleport us to the other side?
I'd rather teleport us home. Do you really mean to follow them?
Teleport. Hurry up.
Not sure I like any of this.
Oh, what's down there?
Follow me.
Damn portal. Wonder where Kira is now. Damn, you're ugly.
Can't get a map of inside. Yeah.
Okay, I got a check for today, 240. Can I give you like 120?
Yeah.
Okay, today?
Yeah. Yeah, no, absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah, that's fine.
I got proof right there, 240.
No, yeah, that's fine.
So I'll give you like 120.
Yeah, just give me 100.
We got a $20 tip today.
That's what I said to you.
Well, I mean, if you got a tip, just spend that tip. It's a tip. Don't give me 20. Just give me 100.
We feel bad because of how everything worked out.
Right, and I mean, it's the situation of everything, you know.
Go wait here.
Right. Right. Wait, where's Ellie?
What?
Whoa! No, yeah, that's fine.
Alright, let me go check. We'll be right back. I forgot my fucking phone.
Yeah, I'm off tomorrow. I work Thursday.
Alright, yeah, I'm off tomorrow and Thursday. Yeah, it is.
They said it's supposed to be picked up last month in the middle of March. But it was fucking bullshit. But I got a job on Thursday, Friday. I'm off tomorrow.
Alright.
Whenever fucking I get the virus goes away, I go back.
Right. Right. Damn. Damn.
So there's not just 3 kids of ours, well, our 2 girls and my brother, but then they got another 3 set of kids that are there.
Right.
So there's 6 fucking kids running around with 3 adults. So when we go over, my dad's making dinner for 11 fucking people, dude.
Right. That's fucked up. Alright.
Kira.
an ugly ass shirt, but whatever.
Ah! Geralt!
That
Geralt,
stench.
do something! They're crawling out of those holes! Use a sign or bombs, anything!
Stay calm. They're only rats.
I hate rats! Lillard, Geralt! Ah! Ah! Lillard! Ah! Disgusting! Ah! Geralt! Do you know the diseases they spread?
You that afraid of rats? Could have annihilated them with one spell. Fine, won't say anything. So what happened to you?
There's something here. Something that distorts teleportation. I've no idea how they managed to get to the other side problem-free.
Wild Hunt's teleportation magic is different. Got specially trained mages for that. Navigators, they call them.
They can have 3 helmsmen and a parrot for all I care. I'll not risk that again.
Let's go. Wild Hunt got a good head start on us, but we still stand a chance.
Have you gone completely mad? We must leave here at once.
I gotta know what the Wild Hunt's doing here.
But we came to find the elven mage, not fight the hunt.
If they reach him first, we won't get a chance to talk to him. Besides...
Go on, finish. Wait, you've got some special interest in the hunt. Is this about Ciri? There's something you've not told me, isn't there?
Come with me and maybe I will.
Are you always like this? I'm beginning to feel sorry for Triss and Yen. Oh, very well. Let's go. Gavella Glan.
Larena Luna. Edna. Silvate, Larena Lunet.
That's him. That's the elf.
Arvek Var, Lady.
What was that? An illusion?
No. A morphotic projection.
Message was definitely for Ciri, daughter of the Gull, Lara Doran's heir.
Indeed. It is what the elves would title Ciri. But what was the bit about the sign of her sword? A riddle?
Yeah, not a hard one though. Not if you know Ciri named her sword Tirael, Swallow.
Come now. Who aside from you would know that?
Might have been the point. Your elven mage secured the passage, hid it, so that only Ciri could find it.
He failed to foresee that someone like you would show up.
Nevertheless, I think he was expecting uninvited guests. Made some preparations. Let's hope the Wild Hunt ran into some obstacles.
Well then, let's go. Do you think following the swallows will suffice?
We'll see.
Well, coming? An old elven port.
Must have been how they got here by sea.
I wonder how long ago that was.
Careful. That oily yellow vapor, it's toxic.
I hardly need instruction from you. I recognized the Vulpine Morel immediately.
Vesemir told me that soon after he'd learned to cast Igni, he tried it out on a patch of these mushrooms.
Terrible idea. What happened?
Well, he survived. And wounds heal awfully quick on young witchers.
Swallow. Seems we're headed the right way. How was the water?
Refreshing. Don't know what you're missing. Damn it.
bad.
Look, it's rather similar to that other pillar with the projection.
Sirel, ni for de sol eser. Sirel, ni for de sol eser. Ein sila kelpi.
Kelpie? Does he mean that sea monster?
No, that's what Ciri named her mare. Horse could apparently gallop like a demon.
Good name for a horse. So, shall we look for it? Gavella Glan. I wonder what all this means. It appears to be scribbled on with lime.
Kelpie. Another horse. Almost exactly like the last one. Let's see what this does.
Geralt, I don't know what you did, but it worked. Come back here.
Look, they're opening. Let's go. Well, now I know what distorted my effort at teleportation. This very portal.
And I know why I landed in that drowner nest.
You should be pleased you emerged from the portal in one piece.
And everyone still wonders why I hate to be teleported.
We must try to activate it.
Think that's a swallow.
Up.
Sure it's safe.
Of course. The Elven Mage prepared this package. Gavella Glan. It's grown awfully quiet.
Geralt!
Well. Coming? about this?
Tyrael not recognized. Intruders. Destroy the intruders.
Damn it.
And that would be that. I knew we'd manage.
That's so? Make sure and tell me beforehand next time.
My intuition's a fine instrument, Witcher. Don't underestimate it. I've some very good feelings about you, for instance. In several domains. Once you finally find Ciri, what will you do? Any plans?
Depends what she wants.
Imagined it. How it will transpire.
What? Got that feeling again?
Fucker gargoyle, what?
Teleport over there.
We must activate it quickly. I have a feeling another golem's about to surprise us.
Another swallow.
Look, it worked! Come on. managed to cross the bridge. This is where we saw the Wild Hunt.
Great. Means they're way ahead of us. Come on.
Gavella Glan.
Wild Hunt. Definitely.
They destroyed the Mage's sentries. They didn't come here for a friendly chat with the elf.
Meaning you ever thought they might have? Froze them before they could attack.
Shut up!
Esai Isa. Jada doin nilin yama. Red!
Uh-oh.
Shentabia!
What is this?
The White Frost. Mage from the Hunt summoned it. Can you see all those cracks it's blowing through?
They're too far. We must get closer. I shall shield us with Demisha Crest's surge. Stand at my side. Darian and I! Ready. Stay close. Hey, Nicola! We must close them!
Kira! What's wrong?
It'll pass. That took a great deal of power.
Just don't faint on me.
Now, in your firm embrace, not a new life.
Love to be able to say we could stay here a while and rest.
I know. We must go on.
They blocked the passage. Maybe I can try.
Leave it to me. Still catch them.
Thanks for your help. Pretty tough slog.
Good thing I came with you. You'd never have managed without me, would you? Come now, admit it.
He awaits us.
You're stubborn to honor.
Geralt, I shall help you.
Step back.
Stop telling me what to do.
I wonder how long you last.
Geralt, look! He's opening a passage!
Stay calm.
Nicodon Strait, this...
All right, let's watch this message.
Cyril, this place is no longer safe. Do not tarry here long. Trust no one. And above all, beware the witches of Crookback Bog. Try to reach the place where last we were together.
Where last we were together, not much to go on. Damn it.
Perhaps it's best he didn't leave a clearer message. The Wild Hunt broke in here. Surely they saw the projection.
They searched everything, and if they had more time, they'd probably have torn the place to the ground. But that doesn't change the fact that we haven't learned anything. Not about the elf, not about Ciri.
Well, we know they were well acquainted, and traveling together.
The witches of Crookback Swamp.
Crookback Bog.
Kira, if you're hiding something...
But I didn't say...
You know these witches?
I've never met them, but I've read of them. In an old manuscript I found in one of the huts in the village. It mentions the village witches venturing into Crookback Bog at times to liaise between the villagers and the crones, the ladies of the wood. The crones appear to be intolerant of outsiders, but they help the local folk. Apparently, they stopped the spread of the plague in Vellum.
What's your take on this?
I'd love to shrug it off as the nattering of so many old women, yet throughout my first fortnight in Vellum, I had horrible nightmares. Something was calling me out into the swamps. One night, I decided to enter the dream consciously, render it lucid. I confronted the thing directly. It broke contact at once. Peaceful nights ever since.
How do I find them?
The swamps are vast, dangerous, but they say the crones mark the way for peasants who wish to visit them. The manuscript mentions a chapel in Crookback Bog, and from that chapel one must follow a trail of treats.
Treats?
Of course. They didn't read you bedtime stories at Kaer Morhen. All normal folk know that witches live in gingerbread houses poised atop chicken legs.
I'll have to see that to believe it.
Take the tome and read it. I truly do believe you'll find your Cirilla. All right then. As a start, let's look for a way out of here.
Good idea.
Why do we even come?
Mysterious mage herbalist. Mysterious mage herbalist. What's this?
The potion I gave him. Seems he saw a use for it. Drank it.
Must have burned these notes himself. The hunt wouldn't have bothered.
Meaning he knew they were looking for him.
Strange. My medallion's trembling, but there's nothing here. What's with this wall?
It's an illusion. I sensed it as well. I expected we might run into such things, so I brought this.
Meaning what?
The Eye of Nehaleni. It dispels illusions. It's easy enough to build, so you're welcome to this one. It's bound to come in handy. And each time it does, you will think of me.
Huh. Thanks.
Simple, isn't it?
Mm-hmm. Let's see where the passage leads.
Do you feel that? A flow of fresh air from the left. Must be an exit that way.
Good. Let's get out of here.
Wait, there's still the magic lamp.
The magic what now?
Lamp. The elf promised it to me in exchange for my help. And since his return here seems doubtful, I must retrieve it myself. If I can find it, that is. Will you help?
Yeah, I'll help.
Splendid. Come then. Gavella Glan. We're certain to find something here. Looks like another damned riddle to me.
Inscription here.
Show me.
Can you translate the inscription? I can decipher maybe a third, but that third doesn't make much sense.
Give me a minute. I was never any good at the high variant of the Elder Speech. Alright. This might seem a bit literal. I'm afraid I can't replicate its sophisticated internal rhyme.
Translate it to make sense.
4 guardians, 4 flames, standing proud in a line. The first to light his fire dared not march on the end. The second, by the first, played a woeful lament. The third kept close to his faithful beast. The fourth marched not beside the first, yet, like the second, played a tune. And thus they stood o'er their queen, who slept beneath flickering stars.
Sounds like a riddle, all right. All right, let's see if we can solve this.
Oh wait, I don't remember from the show though. All right, on to here.